Right, next tonight, the hot topic of heating our homes. Now, in this region, half of us apparently argue over how to get the house warm.
20 degrees is the favourite temperature, apparently, but more of us are choosing to keep the central heating low to keep costs down. Yeah,
many are resorting to only using heaters in one room or wearing extra clothing as they struggle to pay the bills. And it seems women feel the cold more than men. David Wood has more on this story.
How often the heating comes on and when it does, how high the thermostat is, are increasingly subjects for household debates, dividing some homes on how best to save money whilst heating the house. Sian Howard works from home during the day but doesn't want to heat the whole house until the children come home from school. With expensive energy bills, she does all she can to cut costs.
I work in here, the kitchen, and I have been known to put a cake in the oven and put the oven on rather than put the central heating on, because it seems a waste to heat the whole house just for the one room that I'm actually in.
And it seems she's not alone. 29% of us do the same and leave the oven door open after cooking, while 13% cuddle up underneath a warm pet. And just over 1 in 10 of us warm up by running our hands under a hot tap. Melanie MacDonald is from the company behind the survey, and she says with bills continuing to rise, homeowners are having to make tough decisions.
They are really having to think about what the temperature should be in their home, and in many ways are starting to revert back to the more old-fashioned ways of trying to keep warm. So where we've got used to being in a cosy and warm home with central heating over the last few years, we're going back to people wearing jumpers during the time that they're at home.
And back at home with the Howards, Sian's the one who always wants to turn the heating up, while husband Rob is less keen. More than half of UK households admit to arguing over the heating and electricity bills.
I'm always turning lights off, going around the house, turning them off, telling the children to turn the lights off, and trying to keep a handle on it.
And shut the bedroom doors.
Shut the bedroom doors. I do sneak out into the hallway and turn the thermostat down when I can. And Sian says it's cold, so I say put a jumper on. And then she looks at the thermostat and turns it back up again.
And with spring a long way off, many more households could become divided over who controls the thermostat. David Wood, ITV News.
Oh dear.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Well, we saw Sian there baking a cake to heat up the kitchen. That's not the only way we're keeping warm in the east. The report highlighted some rather novel ideas, so we thought we would share them with you.
We've got one here as well, actually, because incidentally, just to support the man and woman debate, isn't it? This gets worn every time you're on a late shift, doesn't it? Yeah.
This is the studio fleece.
The studio fleece, very fetching
rather
as well.
Attractive, but it keeps me warm.
Here are a few of the other tips as well. Now, I'll give you a clue. Becky does most of these. There's one which is the odd one out. I wonder which you can spot which it is. 2% heat the bed with a hairdryer before hopping in.
Good idea. 28% puts clothes on the radiator before getting dressed.
2% don't shave. Maybe it's that one.
And maybe it's this one, actually. 1%. I love this. Wear a woolly hat in bed.
4% even admit to heading to the pub to keep warm. Any excuse, yeah. Right, perhaps you've got some more you'd like to share with us. If you do,
email them in.
Yeah, get them in. Now, a grandfather from Norfolk has made his own version of